What's up?
But we're
We're
live on YouTube too.
all right. Welcome to the show, YouTube. Welcome to the Dimebag TV.
The
Sunday
Dimebag TV
hour
live.
Hour.
Yeah, we had shit to do, so we decided to come fuck with you.
Now, Ben Harris, if you're listening, and I doubt where you are, I sent you out an email. I'm hoping to get something back, have you on the show. You know, I would like to hear your political ideology, such as it is, and it'd be what did they say, fair and balanced. Original reporting.
Right. I was just doing it in my Debo voice. Stop being a bitch and get on the show.
Speaking of Debo, I wondered did he get caught up in the whole sexual scandal thing? I mean, is that why his eyes?
That nigga too big, man.
I don't know, man. That Weinstein might have enjoyed that. I like bacon and a big buck. Like he's a trophy man. Because
Debo might be a little bit too old though.
I don't know. I'm talking about this shit was cracking off back in the day too.
Maybe when he was Zeus on WWF,
Oh,
maybe.
God.
Maybe that's
Maybe
why I had that
then,
Z
yeah.
on,
Yeah.
so they could identify him.
Right.
See, and then that's a good
You know what I'm
jizz
saying?
pattern
Like,
too.
Right.
Squirt to
You
the
know,
right,
like,
down, and then finish to the right.
Maybe then that's when he probably did a little something.
Nah,
But
man,
now,
I don't want to. I ain't beefing with Devo, man. I don't want him coming around snatching our chain.
Nah,
and
we ain't,
shit.
you get your ass fucked up over here. We ain't Craig over
Nah.
here. No motherfucking Craig over here.
Right.
Shit, this boy be playing with too many knives. Get your fucking
Right.
hands
No,
cut
this
off.
ain't
The real
Spider-Man.
Skywalker.
Well, yeah, get your
Swords
hands.
or lightsabers.
Oh
What
shit!
happened to
Yeah.
your hands, Debo? To your
Oh,
hands.
I fell down the steps.
Yeah.
Get that door for
Hey,
me.
you know you had that old bullshit ass knife. You can come on, bring that motherfucker too.
Man.
Shit.
You know what's so beautiful about this country that we live in? Other than the fact that we have freedom of speech, freedom of, person, and freedom of privacy. Now we have a truly open
You ain't
net neutrality.
You ain't, well, I mean, because you ain't clean up your mess.
What's this?
Oh, the demonstration from the sewer.
Oh, well, I mean, we might have to go back to it.
Oh,
There's a
okay.
few more pieces there. I'm for one want to say thank you, for Verizon and Comcast. You guys came through. Just like they said with the Affordable Health Care Act, you'll be able to keep your doctor, your premiums will actually go down. Net
That's
neutrality, you'll be able to keep your website, and your actually internet service providing costs will go down. It actually will go down because of competition. We all know competition brings prices down, right?
When they cutting that neutrality, that went to competition right out the door.
And they cut it 2 days ago, so we're 3 days into it, folks.
Motherfuckers gonna be waking up in the morning just seeing that arrow, that buffer.
Oh, it's
arrow,
gonna be
you know,
sad.
It's gonna
It's
be
gonna be
buffering
sad.
all goddamn day.
Torn, the browser application is going to get wiped out. You won't be able to use it no more. They're going to bow down the internet and all you little bitches. Don't get me wrong. There's so many people that can afford the fast lane. So for them, it's going to be better. All the trolls, the poor trolls, they're going to be pushed to the side. Split a thunder.
Right.
And the internet will be whole.
You'll get
But
more,
you know what?
more people like Ben Dixon and clowns
It's
like
going to be
that.
sexless. It's going to be whack. Because one thing I can tell you
You
about
get
fucking around
niggas
with
like
rich people
that.
in California, they can barely stand each other. Wealthy people cannot really stand each other.
Right.
If you know two extremely wealthy person, when you're around one, you ain't really talking about the other one.
Yeah, because them dumb bastards rich and they still mad because he got $2 million more than
They're just mad
them.
because he appears to be $2 million more happier than me. They so caught up on this happiness. That's why these motherfuckers will give a guru. Some motherfucker that dragged Dustin's balls off from India. He'll say, "Oh, the answer to life is to eat this." And just feed this motherfucker cheese because they so healthy here. Look, come to me. I can feed you what you need, but you got to put the cheese on the table. The cheese in the box. Cheese
We
in
ain't
the
talking
box.
about nothing from Wisconsin. Either.
Nah, we
this
talking
is
about
from a vote.
Yeah.
Right.
We need money around here. Period.
In order to fund a revolution, we have to fund a revolution. You cannot have a revolution without said funds. So, get out your checkbooks. P.O. Box 133.
You talking about Missouri? 63020.
There
Right.
you go.
Get it in. Let's get it.
Right.
Come on.
We don't need no Patreon. We don't need no other thing. We need money from you to us. We don't need no middle person getting they cut. Not
Right.
to be greedy. But you know what I'm saying? We're just here for the needy.
And definitely, you know, it's very important to have the financial backing with a project, with anything that you do, because through media, through journalism is how I like to look at it.
And that's what we all are.
We need that voice. We need to be able to get the voice to you directly, the message to you directly. You know what I'm saying? So y'all know, y'all stay in tune with it, and then, but it definitely takes the resources to do all that. So
Right. Because that's the only way the black Walter Cronkite can get in the door.
Exactly. You know, because let's face it. You know, Don Lemon's a fag. You know, I think we can all go on the record and say that. You know, I mean, and Steve Harvey's a fag. You know, TJ a fag. You know, and unless you're a fag, you ain't gonna be a strong black man on no TV, no way.
Well, do you think they finna put us on corporate media?
Oh, come on.
No.
that's the reason why they shut down. You know, TV1 is shutting down. You know what I'm saying?
Because there wasn't no real niggas over there.
Yep. Because and then as through history, the pattern still continues.
Right.
We have to go through the Jews. We have to go through other people.
Because
we have the
with
talent.
other people's money.
We have the talent, but we never had the financial backing. And with that, they were able to take credit for our ideas because we didn't have that funding back then. We didn't know anything about copyrights. We didn't know anything about LLC. We didn't know anything about corporate taxes.
You know the reason why you didn't know nothing
like
about that? Because they had your ass up here with some crazy book and a bean pie, make you do this crazy shit. At least the more simple science folks, now they get off on the spiritual side, but they get off on the law side. And like what this brother was talking about, you will know where your laws start and where their authority begins. If you don't know this, man, you just out here doing your thing, man, you gotta get clipped up, because when you go to the fucking before the judge, you be a melanated person, you are going to be held accountable to the letter of the law. Oh no, boy, you know you were doing wrong. Well, I was just crossing the street, boss. No, 30 days in jail. And then same guy, Bifford Carrington, does it. You know, I just saw this, you know, coffee shop, and I just crossed the street right there.
Let you off with a warning.
Yeah, Biff, don't do that no more. Now tell your dad I see him at the country club this Saturday.
Right.
And Martha's making some cookies.
So everything was against us from day one.
And make them hoods better than the last time.
Yeah.
But then there's also
a
a side of us too. If you look at in history, whether it's through politics, sports, music, government, however, people that look like us, when we reach a certain standard, we turn our backs. They turn their backs on their people. You know what I'm saying?
Like Puff Daddy.
Yeah, they forget about the struggle because they're making them
Russell Simmons.
They're making them lean towards a certain group of people. When you're making money, you only want to be affiliated with people who are making money and have opportunities too. But we
because
turn our
else
backs.
will be uncivilized.
We turn our backs on each other
Right.
when we get to a certain point.
Because you gotta understand, man, the point that these people getting to, and what you're saying is all cool and it's
Because
true.
them people ain't
They
getting that
still
money.
puppets. They still puppets to the motherfucker on the money.
The only way they gonna get that money, they gotta turn their backs on their own people.
Yeah, because because look, some people are wealthy and some people are rich, and then some people are nigga rich and nigga wealthy. All right, and there's a difference. Nigga rich, nigga wealthy. You get this paper and you look flashing, but once your motherfucking benefactor who's really funding the shit cuts ties with you, your shit evaporates away, and you're back to just being a brown motherfucker that done showed your ass to everybody, so you don't get no support.
And the fucked up part about it is, a lot of these clown ass niggas, when that shit do happen, motherfucking black people let them same shitty ass idiots back in the goddamn fucking in the hood. They let them come home. Fuck that shit.
We are compassionate and caring people.
Man, fuck
That's
that
what
shit.
we are.
You know, when Holland was liberated by the Allied forces, all the bitches and shit and the motherfuckers that sold them out, the motherfuckers was banned. They were marked. They cut the bitches' hair off their head. They slept with the German shit. When slaves were set free, they let the Sambos and the hopping bobs and all them punk ass motherfuckers walk right off the plantation right along with them.
And
they should have been made to stay.
They
should have been made. That is one of the main reasons why the black community, descendant of slaves, is in the situation they're in, because them type of people were able to walk off the plantation with everybody else. They should have been made to stay. fuck that you come off this goddamn plantation, we gonna cut your fucking hands off. That's what should have been done, period.
But
see, they
Because
also
they the ones breeding.
They also used religion. That was their greatest mind control weapon over us, to love our enemies.
Black people, if you gotta fucking go, if you gotta fucking die, black people, I don't mean cut y'all brother. Black people, if you gotta die, order to be wealthy, to live a decent life in this so-called fucking bullshit as heaven, while everybody else around you is got the shit that they need, or giving you the appearance they got the shit that they need, that's bullshit.
But you gotta understand, the reason why they have the appearance or they got what they need is because of your exploitation. In capitalism, someone has to be exploited. Something has to be exploited. Traditionally, it's been the Negro and his labor, or the natives and his land. There's always been something, or the ocean and its bounty, or the land and its bounty. Something's always getting exploited. All right, that's where we're at. So we can either roll like this. We can, at this point in time, the real shit's out here now. We get to be okay. Shit, somebody gotta get exploited. Okay, are we gonna make the fags be the fucking somebody? We're gonna make the drug users be somebody?
No, because the gay community, they back their shit up with money.
Well, they definitely have the money because they don't have kids to spend it on.
Yeah, that's
Right.
they passed that tax credit for them.
Hell yeah.
So they get buku money.
So they get buku money for getting boo food.
That's why I say I got 2 extra pitchforks, and I ain't gonna say nothing else about it, you know. Because if you want to do it the political way or the pitchfork way, I think the pitchfork way would probably be the most effective. But you know, who knows? I'm just some fool from Missouri, you know, according to them.
Now, a lot of you guys are happy because they get this tax code passed. Then the Obama tax or the Affordable Health Care mandate, you don't have to pay that $700 or I think maybe even up to $1,500 this year, which is a good thing.
I mean, this is to be honest. Let's just stop saying Obamacare. It was Romney Care. Come on, people, wake the fuck up.
You know,
it's not gonna goddamn fucking. If you want a fucking sideshow or your ass wants some motherfucking goddamn hopping bob, I'm gonna get them balls. Tell them about the gun line. You motherfuckers, you watching the wrong station. Cause I'm in the mood tonight.
now
I just
we got, you know, the little bell has to be lifted off this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm so tired of dealing with people like I'm dealing with a motherfucking kid when I'm talking about racism. You know, like you deal with a kid, you know, oh, I don't want to eat those peas on my little plate, you know. And as long as I didn't see the peas and the peas weren't there. Motherfuckers, this shit's always been here. You know, but, you know, when it's in your benefit, oh, I don't know, I don't have no idea, you know, I love everyone or I hate everyone equally. Man, fuck you. Man, you're just a part of the motherfucking problem. Straight the fuck up.
Right.
And you know what? This little society, the reason why it can never really go global, for real, is because you done drunk your own Kool-Aid. You done believe into your invincibility and supremacy. But when you get out here against the real world, against the real universe, and you see how rapidly your warriors disappear and how utterly defeated you really are, then you're going to realize, man, it has never been about you accepting me. It's always been about me accepting you. And time's running out. And I'm starting to feel my brothers, man. You know, fuck them.
The jig's up, bitches.
Fuck them. You know, if you don't want to play ball, you don't want to come out of this Stone Age primitive mentality and join the human family.
I've been saying that for a while. You know, some people just gonna have to be left behind, and it might be
more than left behind. I'm talking about
it's gonna be people that's close, but you know, at this point, we don't need dumb people. Dumb people gonna get us killed. We need critical thinkers.
Well, we don't need dumb, hating people.
We need people that's willing to learn.
I mean, straight up. There was a guy I was talking to on the internet there through Facebook from Appalachian Mountain there, and he had saw where I had said that Jesus was black. You know, I said it. All right, you can write this shit down.
How can Jesus be black when he don't even exist?
I'm just saying he was black.
You better not say nothing.
He was black. Because he's underneath the impression that Jesus was blue eyes, white, blonde hair, from the Middle East. And I'm like, so you're trying to say that if you went out to the
That's
Mojave
impossible,
Desert,
folks.
you went out to the Mojave Desert, you've been out here all your life ever since you kid, you ain't gonna have that one little tan line on your ass? You know, you're that holy infrared, ultraviolet rays just don't affect your skin. You know, look, man, you gotta understand. Adam, Eve, because I cannot say I don't believe in no motherfucking.
But this was all God's plan.
Evolving a man,
This was
but there's
all
not
God's
enough
plan.
time. There's not enough time. You know, I mean, the sun's about ready to burn the fuck out. It's getting dimmer, and fucking, we're just still here, Mickey Mouse and shit, man. What we got to do is get this tech together, get that AI together, get this ship together, and get the chosen few on this motherfucker and roll out and let these motherfucking savages have the earth.
Because that's the key. One of the key ways to survival is to work together.
That's the only key to survival. That is meaningful.
You know
So
what
you
I'm saying?
mean people got to come out their bubbles?
They gotta pop that
Oh,
motherfucker.
so fuck.
You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna break out the manual. We're gonna go to plan
I'm telling you right now.
HA134 because this other plan ain't working because I don't see nobody wanting to come out of
Let
that
some
bubble.
alien life forms show up with some big ass ships.
Oh, you gonna see some motherfucking shit in their pants and running, you know.
But
Some of these
these
motherfuckers
guys-
walking around with their AR-15s and all that little shit, you know,
Yeah.
going to the gun range. Let one of them motherfucking ships from fucking Independence Day show up.
Oh,
Oh, them motherfuckers gonna pew.
Oh, right.
oh man, it'd be
ass off.
ghosts. It'd be ghosts.
Shit.
Everybody be ghosts.
It's one thing I learned with working outside. The heat will separate the men from the boys.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
And them
yeah.
motherfuckers come in there. Oh,
Maybe a baked potato.
right, get
You know.
your ass out of here.
Look, that sun ain't no joke. You know, if we had every race represented, every race, and they're all physically the same size, same muscle density roughly, same height, same weight, and we set their ass on task in the sun, hot burning sun, you're gonna notice a trend, and this is natural law, not my word, but nature. The non-melanated folks are gonna fucking peter out way before the melanated people do, and that's just the reality.
If they Mexican, this lights out.
Yeah. Because they're born with a weed eater. And a motherfucking hedge clipper. Oh, we got another trimmer, mama. You know?
it.
And where it used to be, black people were born with a shoe shine kit. You know? Now we ain't born with shit. Not even a crack pipe.
So, man, just think though. I have like two parents that both survived segregation, but only one went to a desegregated school.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? That's history within itself, and
Right.
I would ask them about different stories about how they were treated, and they said that, well, what you guys got to deal with, being in my generation, it's on a whole new different level. That's where
Right.
they said they might not have been killing you as fast. I mean, they were killing us back in the day,
Psychologically and
but
emotionally.
now it's the physical carnage where
Mhm.
your chances when you're being pulled over by a police officer, now they're coming up with guns already drawn.
And I'm glad you brought that up. And I don't mean to cut you off. If you're a person of color in this country, when you pulled over by the police, and don't take my word for it, look it up. Your chances of dying when you interact with the police, if you're a melanated person in this country, goes up 27%. That's higher than anybody else.
Because they're scared. They're scared.
Go on, finish saying what you were saying, man. I mean, because I just wanted to.
That's a
throw
good
that out
point,
there.
my brother. Like I said, and then the generation back then, see, there was two sides of the generation back then. First is you had the ones that were, they conformed to like, okay, we know not to look them in the eye. We know not to touch their women. We know what our role is. And then there were some that were like Dr. King, Rosa Parks, name a few, that said, no, it's not going to be that way. You know what I'm saying? We want equal protection under the law, and we want to be able to do the things that they do. And then when people, it kind of baffles me when people say, well, you know, my brother here was talking about the history of Jesus, you know, where he came from and the earlier
lineage.
people. It's impossible. We were the first people. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Came from the Ethiopian region.
There you have it. So, man, it's
Unless
just
you
really
believe
crazy.
in Ancient Astronaut Theorem.
Well, I
That-
thought it came from Adam and Eve. You know,
No. They don't even believe that. Now they believe that, you know, there's planetary systems outside of Earth, And basically, Earth is like this huge experiment. Different races from all these different planetary systems dropped off a certain few of us, and voila, see what happens. Look.
I mean, then you look
No,
at
they threw the
you look
bad
at
gene
America.
down on this
You know,
motherfucker.
on August 20th, 1619 was the first day that the slave ship hit American shores.
Jamestown.
You know what I'm saying? All them New England people.
Mm-hmm.
The peasants from England,
You know what I'm saying?
the savages.
I mean, if you think about it, then you look at the way they set up their tax codes and stuff.
Mhm.
Okay, so you mean to tell me that a ship comes over here from England or Spain or wherever it came from, drops some stuff off in the ocean, and said, "Oh, okay, we're gonna tax it this way." Really, the Boston Tea Party? Like, really?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
Look what the Boston Tea Party was. These were people actually doing a false flag, pretending to be Indians, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, all these little killings of black folks, a lot of that's organ still. You know, that's why they're getting these headshots and shit. So when you get the body to the hospital, you know that no people go in there and check the body before they embalm it and shit. So they ripping out and stealing these organs,
They
selling
think
these
Dick Cheney, old nasty ass,
He
still
probably got a
walking
few.
around.
He probably got a few.
Right.
Because as melanated men, our organs are $10,000 more than everybody else. Because we got the strongest genetics.
Yeah, they did have a report on black men body parts.
Yeah, they be stealing them organs. They be
You know
stealing
what I'm
shit
saying?
out them fucking
Yeah.
organs.
And this
Shit.
is what we live in. You know, this is supposed to be such a loving Christian nation. Yet we allow babies to get killed. We allow a portion of our whole citizenry to be fucking discriminated against. We allow wars to be fucking perpetrated so that the few will get rich, but the poor will have to bear the physical blood cost.
Well, that's what they did in the Old Testament.
Well, yeah.
Mhm.
And
So-
we have a political system
So there you go, right there.
that is
Mhm.
bought and paid by said corporations that own jails to house the citizens the laws are
Mhm.
being perpetrated on. That's what we're living in.
Yep.
Welcome to America, folks. You know, so what we gonna do?
A first world, a third world country with a first world mask on.
And we are becoming the very same thing that we swore not to become.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
You know
Because-
what I'm
One
saying?
terror attack at a time.
Yeah.
One terror attack at a time.
Because millions of Americans are scared to stand up and fight back.
well, a million Americans don't have shit to stand on. Their knees have been chopped out. Their work has been butt raping them. Fucking their time has been squandered. They have nothing to stand on. They're
I
standing.
mean, it's even crazy too how the news people, the media, and some of the elected officials, they'll say, "Oh, terrorism is just a natural part of our life
That's
now."
bullshit.
It's never been natural.
You know what I'm saying?
It's never been a part of our world, except for, and I'm talking about just as a nation, right? But as far as the subculture of African, Black, Kemites, Agun, the people, yes, it's been definitely, you know, all the lynchings, all the, you know, come here, boy, fucking, yes, just random acts of violence. You looked at my girl. Yeah, of course. We dealt with terrorism, and we overcame it. How? By enduring, by keep on procreating, by just keep on moving forward. Those elements, they can be evil for so long. But even the most wickedest man on earth, he dies eventually.
Mm-hmm.
You
That's
know what
real.
I'm saying? So, that's what it's about.
Yeah,
That's what it's about right there.
yeah, that's very true.
Yeah.
Very, very true.
I think we're going to have a beverage.
Well, go get it.
I just want, you know, I don't want to be, you know, cutting up the show.
Oh, man, come on. What ain't happening on this motherfucker?
I'm
That's
just,
part of that creativity. Thanks, Debbie.
Man.
like me, I drank a little beer from time to time. You know, I do.
I'm not gonna even say it.
You know.
You got that sword over there. I'll be quiet.
But on a cold night, it's literally like 20 degrees out here, folks. You know, we're freezing balls, but we're here, you know, to provide a little hope, you know, because we've been talking about some heavy, gloomy shit, guys.
This
Yeah,
nigga
you know.
knew me all fucking day.
You
And
know,
that smoocher over there won't fucking leave.
no.
Yeah.
And that turkey is just,
Oh, the turkey good, you know. Look at Tupac
you
turkey.
know, he's been through some things.
You know it.
He's been through some things.
Old Barry over there like shit, just wheeling and dealing. Old Barry. That's the mofo that's responsible for the internet crisis. That mofo right there. He put Pi in that spot. So when he left office, he knew they can go on ahead and rape the internet with no lube.
No, and you know what? That's because, let's look at it. The internet's being raped with no lube. People's lives on a personal level is being raped with no lube. And CERN has basically made the world's largest glory hole.
And when you go file them
With no
2018 taxes, you gonna be raped with no lube too.
Oh, yeah.
Cause you think you finna get all that, you know, that earned income? No. The motherfucker gonna be like this. Get off the
Bow
lifeboat. Yeah, be kicking motherfuckers off. You got, if you got $5,000 back, when you file your 2017, you get about $5-6 grand back. You're only gonna get probably like 1,500 too for your 2018.
So hold on before you make those loans. Don't do it. Don't do it just yet.
Right.
You know, but a lot of people ain't gonna heed the warning. Man, those motherfuckers ain't no ecologists.
Look, they up there drinking beer and
they don't know
shit.
shit. Come on, we're gonna go here to the fucking rent center and get our shit.
Right.
Lay this shit out.
Like, why go listen to two motherfuckers on the porch, you know?
Right.
Drinking beer, talking shit, you know?
Having swords.
You know, all kind of crazy ass shit. But, yeah, hey, you know.
So knowledge comes from everywhere.
It comes from experience.
You know what I'm saying?
This whole political deal is always like this, ups and downs. You know, we have a liberal scum, then you have conservative turd ball. It's just back and forth. Look,
Man.
political parties is the death of this nation. We need to abolish political organizations, straight up, and then that'll free up some of the freedom. Because I'd much rather have all these little individual little fucking crowns than this one fucking dominant fucking supreme crown. You know, because right now, who you get to vote for in your presidential or congressional or national political elections are the people that your political party heads, chairman heads, determines that they're going to run.
Yep.
Fuck you and your little vote, Billy Bob or Joe the Plumber. The only thing you can do now at this point in time is do some oral Pilates so that your mouth is really soft. So when they go sticking that fucking dick in there, you'll be a good cock hoster.
Yeah, hollow that son of a bitch out. Ain't what you saying?
I mean, that's what we're living, man. That's why we have these, you know, that's why we have all this fucking crazy. Right now, today, some teacher somewhere in America is plotting on how's he going to tag that fucking kid in the classroom.
Right, and this bitch smoking hot too. But when I was in school, all the teachers looked like look like gremlins, look like somebody that did a burnout on their face,
Right.
shit. And now these little 7th and 8th grade, they fucking these smoking hot teachers and shit.
And
Come
talent,
on.
and
And
talent.
there's some guys out there know they envying that shit too. You know what
But
I'm saying?
that's the universe.
You know?
The universe always
Right.
gives you what you do not want in that respect. Now, I think it's wrong because, see, now...
I was finna
they
say
just
something, but I ain't gonna even say it now.
Well, they just turned this kid into a psycho. You know, now this guy that got fucking... Because, okay, now we laugh about this.
No, I'm talking about one with the teachers. I was gonna say something.
No,
with you,
I'm
man.
talking about the teacher. Now, this ain't funny. Now, what I'm going to break down now is this is going to be the hard truth. And it's not going to be pretty. And you got small children, exit them now.
Fuck that, let him watch. Ain't no
Okay.
worse than what John say when he comes home from work. You know what I'm saying?
The deal
Shit.
is, some of these teachers are not doing just normal sex. Some of them are fisting these fucking students. You know, some are taking
I
dildos.
knew he was finna do it. I knew he was finna do
I'm
it.
telling you like it is. This is true. You know, they're taking double dildos and inserting it in their vaginas and ramming it in the fucking students in different orifices.
Right, they just doing
Yeah,
Lifetime
it ain't
movies
just
no
normal
more.
shit,
They ain't
man.
Lifetime movies no
No.
more.
And sometimes, you know, some of these teachers actually go so full throttle, they call it gargle bobbing. Where the
Damn, this how I know I'm getting old. I ain't never heard that shit. God damn. Fucking shit.
That's where they take the balls and gargle off while they're whacking.
Oh, god damn.
There's some crazy shit out there, dude. Some
Yeah.
crazy shit. Now, I still research from time to time, but not like I used to at all. But, you know, it's like, wow. You know, wow.
Whatever happened to just banging the teacher out in the cloak closet?
And that's just too passe, man. That's mundane. You know, you got gargle bobbing and
I mean,
all this other crazy
me
shit.
personally, I never had any smoking hot teachers when I was in fucking school. So
No, it was always like the number.
I mean, they had nasty moles on their face.
Oh, God, yeah.
Because when I was in high school, the secretary had her on her chest.
Oh,
you
man.
know, wore V-neck blouses and stuff. She
I
had more
remember
hair on
one
her
teacher,
chest than
I
I
swore
did.
she had to have herpes because she every
The
fucking
mustaches
no,
and
it was
shit.
like red bumps going down like fucking, you know, like Massachusetts, how that little kick out.
No
it was
shit,
a fucking,
man.
I'm like, damn, you know, or else it was a Peter fucking stain that she
Right.
didn't ever wipe off.
I can say the game has changed.
Oh, it has changed for the worse, dude. I mean, I'm so glad I'm not out there in the dating scene now. I mean, the level of fucking craziness that's going on out there. You know, you meet this chick, and you do the normal, right?
Right.
Hey, you know how many guys you been with? So this bitch don't lie. She's like, oh, I knew you was gonna say that. I have a PDF file prepared, and she fucking hits the button. You know,
Damn.
dates and positions. You know, some things are left best for the imagination.
Fuck yeah. I
You
don't want to know about how some other motherfucker that banged you out.
Oh man, and
You know?
his buddies.
Right.
You know, and the occasional animal thrown in the mix.
But it's oh man.
But we're living in such a world, man, where normalcy is a
Yes.
bad word.
Yep.
You're not normal. No, Fruit Loop. I am normal. You're the one that's not fucking correct. You're the one that don't know what the fuck. And you're the one who's sad and miserable. Alright? If you're normal, you get a chick, you fuck her, she fucks you, it's all
The
good.
same with these chicken heads too.
You know? Oh man, come on. Those niggas, you're fucking around with a lifetime ad when you're fucking around with one of those whores.
Right.
You're basically just gonna get the fucking typical, oh, I want the flowers and cupcake and blah, 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 fucking.
Man, they
You
don't
know.
even want that. They want to put that smartphone in their face.
Oh yeah. And then wonder why she has a fucking nose tumor. I don't know why my fucking head is bubbling like fucking, you know, like pizza in
Right.
the oven. It's like, because, bitch, you've been raiding side in your fucking head
No
forever.
shit. Shit crazy. Man.
You
People
know?
fucking
Look, I don't judge stupid people for what they do. I can
do.
only judge stupid people for what they're doing, how it's affecting me.
It does affect me.
It
Affect
affects
me every
everybody.
day. Yeah. It's like, goddamn, I can't even fucking just walk down the street without seeing some stupid ass motherfucker doing something
But
fucking
there's
stupid.
so many levels of stupidity, you know?
And the willful ignorance.
But I think being a racist douchebag is pretty damn ignorant, pretty fucking stupid, pretty, you know, you gotta willfully, at this point in time, there's just too much literature out there for anyone to think that crazy shit. But for this day and age, to think that crazy shit and behave accordingly. Now, I would go so far to be beyond you just being a willful, stupid individual. You're a danger to humanity.
See, you already said behave accordingly. You know, when you willful ignorant, you don't know how to behave. You know? I mean, it makes no fucking sense.
It's sad, man, that we have a situation here where we all can literally be brothers. All of us be brothers. Work together and make a bright future for all humanity, for everybody. So there are no babies left behind. There's none of this bullshit. We can do this. All we have to do is change our way of thinking. But nope.
40% of the descendants of the same kids in this country will go to bed hungry tonight. And about 15 to 20% of white American kids in rural America will go to bed hungry tonight.
Well, you know what? I don't give a fuck because I sent my 50 cents over there to China.
I'm getting my iPhone 10. Yes.
What about if they just tie their bootstraps up? You know?
Gotta get some boots first. You can't strap on bootstraps if you
They
ain't
have no boots.
So it's like, what the fuck?
I just found out from one of my sources that
Breaking news. Dun, 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 dun.
I just found out from one of my sources that as of tomorrow, supposedly they're going to be charging for the use of Facebook.
Well, hey,
Good. It's been great, Facebook.
one less social media site
Yeah.
I don't want to use.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? That's going to, because if they do that, they said they've done that before. Tried to. They were talking about it. But with this cyber stuff that's going on with the neutrality of the internet, like we were talking,
yeah.
you know what I'm
And
saying?
what we
It's
talk
gonna-
has real effect in reality.
you know,
Listen here, people. All you got that first of all, let's just settle down. Don't freak out. Whatever they gonna do, they gonna do anyway.
We
let
can still talk.
I'm always, and I think that might be a problem. I'm always reactive. Let them go and do what they gonna do. And then like the critical thinkers, we'll start coming together and we'll find ways to weave around it. If you don't want to order to be the best, you got to beat the best.
Well,
And you got order to kick some ass, you got to bring some ass. Like I said, I got 2 extra pitchforks. And I don't mind taking an ass whooping, but I'm going to get some ass whoopings out too. That's all I'm saying. Because if you think just by going to a ballot box and writing and filling in some little bubbles or punching a little thing on the vote machine is going to bring, even going to lay a foundation for the changes that we need to survive as a human
it's
species,
delusional.
Yeah.
you might as well kill yourself. It's a lot, like I said before, I don't mind taking an ass whooping, but I'm going to get some ass whoopings. And if we don't start giving out no ass whoopings, because I'm tired of taking the ass whoopings. I done took enough ass whoopings.
I always said like something
So-
about. I always said democracy was the illusion of confusion, because we actually think that when we cast these votes, like you guys were saying, that it really is going to change. But see, what it's all about is they already picked who they wanted.
Yeah,
to
the
be.
whole
So
Because
it
it's
doesn't
all
matter if you
about
vote
money.
for it, it don't
It's all
matter.
about money. The
Right.
reason why Trump got in there, because he said, I will make you record profits of money, triple than what Obama made.
And he made them boys some money.
You know what I'm saying? Because every president has 2 mandates, international and domestically.
And we don't get shit domestically.
Yeah, we do. We get the bill. And
I don't
that's
want to
good.
pay the fucking bill. I'm tired of paying the bill. My people hungry.
Well, you know what? That tranny in prison right
my
now.
neighbor hungry.
That's getting his balls cut in 2 and like it's banana split.
If
over
my
your
neighbor,
tax dollar.
I'm to the point to where if my neighbor lose if my neighbor lose their job, they fucked. If they neighbor lose their job, they fucked.
Mhm.
If they friend across the street lose their job,
Mhm.
they fucked. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, guess what? You're
that's
gonna
where
lose
we
your
at.
job to automation. I'm telling you, you're fucked. You're
Yeah.
gonna lose your job to automation.
For one, if automation should be already in full effect now, we shouldn't. Like I said before, and there's other people that said this too, before too. If you it's a waste of human potential for a guy to work at McDonald's just frying fries all day.
But we're talking
That's a
about
waste of
people
human
who wants
potential.
to kill
If you can
people.
get a machine to do that, let the fucking machine do that, and do not waste human potential on fucking cooking fries.
Yep.
That makes no fucking sense. Automation should work for us, not against us.
I know.
Well,
Technology is the evil that lies within.
Right. I should be able to work 2.5 days a week and then do whatever the fuck I want to do and left to my own devices because my home is self-sustainable. I mean, this is basic stuff.
yeah.
This is not like I said this numerous times. This stuff is basic stuff. The technology is already in abundance to do this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We don't need people working at these fast food restaurants and none of this bullshit because all that shit does is kill us anyway.
Well, isn't that part of the plan?
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about 2
Yeah,
different
if
things.
you're in the 1%, but I
Yeah.
ain't in the 1%.
But you're talking to people who are not in the 1% as well. If they don't understand this basic shit by now, they're just cannon fodder at this point. That's what they are. These things are going too damn fast to try to play, psychological catch
Well,
up.
then if you get left behind, you get left behind. You can't say that you
Oh,
ain't
they're
doing
gonna be.
more.
They're definitely gonna catch that train.
When they find this footage 20 and 15, 30, maybe 50 years from now, they find this footage, they're going to be like, God damn.
The war could have been averted. They would have.
They would just listen to them two motherfuckers sitting on the goddamn porch with that stupid ass Obama down and the fucking Tupac turkey and the hamburger sign.
Yeah.
You know?
But they just would have listened. But no, we're gonna march on to destruction. You know, the bands are playing, everything's cool. You know, the missiles are fucking primed and ready to go.
So what I got a question for both of y'all. Okay, what do y'all think? Like, do you think when we already know that the war is kicked off, but I guess my question is to you guys: are we acting alone with it, or is we teaming up with somebody else?
Oh, it's people out there.
You know, I mean,
It's people out there.
but you gotta understand what team are you on? You know, what team?
Like when they hit us, when actually tanks are coming through, which we seen what they were doing in Ferguson, but this time it's gonna look like Nazi Germany. So I guess my question is who's gonna be there? Is it gonna be America and who? Somebody else?
It'll probably be America and NATO acting in concert versus China, Russia, and then all their little satellite and
So
also it'll be Australia on America's side.
Yeah, so basically it's just the brunt, I would say 2/3 of the brunt of whatever
It's gonna be
is going to be just the United States.
Yeah.
You know, it's going to be our fucking kids. Probably, you know.
Or a few of our cities.
Yeah, you know, we're gonna carry the brunt of that shit. You know, it's just, you know, people don't realize that shit. They ain't gonna.
But this ain't spoken of in the Bible because America was never meant in the Bible because unfortunately the people who put that together, you know, didn't have knowledge of this side of the world. So, yeah. So whenever you hear fools talking about, you know, America the Antichrist, please, you know.
I read this in Revelations.
America is not in any of it, you know. I mean, unless you want to go to the Mormons book. That old boy found the gold tablets out there in Pennsylvania.
Mm-hmm.
And they talk about this land. But go figure, we already knew that this land's here. Now let's make a addendum to the main book.
Right.
Come on, man. We got to get real, man. Spirituality's written in here. It's not written out here. It's not written out here. Certainly not written on any book. I know. You got to understand, if you feel it and you know it to be real, at that point, there ain't no discussing it. And then when we wasting our time reading all these old stories.
I asked God numerous of times to communicate with me, and all
why
I see him do is put his son's face on a piece of toast.
Well, you should check out the Dorito. That was a better likeness.
Oh,
but
don't forget, like a Cool Ranch or nacho cheese.
But don't forget those
No, I'm serious. It was a Cool Ranch and nacho cheese.
Stop. It was nacho cheese.
Oh, okay.
but
like, I like the Cool Ranch.
You gotta understand, man. The image that you're referring to ain't even the proper image. That's a psychological baffling that's been done to people.
Well, you tell that to pass the pork chop.
I can't talk to that man.
Or put your hog maw.
We can't G on no level. I can't communicate with it because he's on his
You sure it
paper
wasn't a
trail.
Cool Ranch Dorito?
It wasn't no Cool Ranch. It was the red bag. Wasn't that blue?
Was it Flavor Hot? I ain't fucking with your ass today.
Man, I remember when I did go, from my own experience when I was up at Ferguson, because I've had some people family members that live up that way. So when I first went up there and seen how it really looked up there, with my own eyes, people getting hit with tear gas and all of that. Like,
now, did you ever eat at the Quick Trip that was devastated?
I've been to that Quick Trip.
Yeah, I've been to that Quick
That
Trip.
it nourished my body.
I was in that
and I was
same.
crying
I was
when
in that.
saw
I was on that same street, driving down that same spot where Mike Brown got killed that Saturday, that Wednesday.
Was you?
Working in the apartments that he stayed in. We was down there working.
I'm talking to people that lived in that apartment. I interviewed them back in the day, and I used to sell cable. I used to go through there a lot too. But that apartment has been a victim of police, not brutality, but willful neglect. Willful neglect. You know, we know there's some hood rats in there, just let them be. It's all good.
Yeah,
and they fester. And then when they get too big, they hurt somebody that they shouldn't hurt. Then they'll come and bring a hammer. But then they'll hurt all the innocent people as they're trying to get to whoever they need to get to.
Oh yeah, because that wouldn't be no fun if you couldn't do that. You know, what's the
Look.
point of going in there? We can't crack open some heads.
Hey, you know what? I guarantee you, that whole apartment complex, I guarantee you the people who own that apartment complex don't look like us.
No,
I guarantee you the people who pay the taxes on that motherfucker each year don't look like us.
Well, I'm
You know
paying
what I'm saying?
taxes for that shit.
No, I'm talking about the owners. The owners of those
Oh,
that
fuck
shit.
no.
You know who
Man,
that
they ain't
is.
raping the shit out the government on them fucking things.
Yeah.
Shit.
You know? And I seen, man, the sidings all hanging off the gables and shit. Fucking power lines where a kid could just, you know, he don't have to, or she don't even have to be that tall. Just jump and grab that motherfucker and swing on it.
I'm finna
You know?
dunk on this motherfucking power line and
Yeah.
break the transformer.
Come on,
Yeah.
man. Shit, it's some bullshit. Oh, well, workers are, you know, motherfucker, I'm up here. I don't have no gun or no peace. I'm working in here just fine.
shit, they said
We can get
before
people
old
up in there.
boy, they said before old boy did, before he got shot, they said old boy was pop, piecing old boy up.
Well, you know the reason why. Like I said, I might say this off camera.
That's
but-
probably the only reason why he got shot. That's the same thing with Trayvon Martin. The only reason why George Zimmerman even shot that dude because Trayvon Martin whooped his ass.
Once
You know, and
again,
his
though,
pride was hurt.
once again,
That's what it was.
I
He
want
thought
to
he was
say,
gonna go in there and just whoop on this little black kid, and he got his ass whooped because he was a coward in the first place.
right.
Mm-hmm.
But
He
I
got
think
his ass
that's,
whooped, his
I think
feelings
he
was
was
hurt.
on some other predator, sexual predator
He
type
probably
shit.
would have raped Trayvon.
Yeah, I think no, seriously, I think a lot of this is, in other words, a lot of white male masculinity is based upon the black male.
I thought it was a truck.
Well, in the truck, but being demasculated.
And I ain't got nothing to do with
You know,
it.
so
You know, that's all
therefore,
good.
what we have here is a failure for people to know what they are. You know what I mean?
Right.
Look, motherfuckers don't need any of that bullshit commercial tells you. All they need is a person that they know that's down for them, and they can be down for that person. But a lot of people don't want, oh, that's too simple. We got to mix her up. That mixing up is where you're fucking up. You know what I mean? Keep it simple, stupid. Just keep it simple. A lot of our problem economically can be solved by doing two things. One, removing, uninstalling the National Federal Reserve banking system, replacing it with the U.S. Department of Treasury, and they would actually print our money. So what am I saying? Okay, so when police departments need funding, they'll get more money that year. That's being printed, and we're not borrowing it at an interest to some entity.
Right.
The schools need the government print more money to cover it. The schools, or the police, or the fire department, or whatever civil institution will take that money. You're a vendor. Listen, Immortal, we need more desks made for these schools. You know, you got a desk making factory. Here's some money, too. That's how you get your paper and you pay your workers. Right now, it's the same thing like that, except for the money's coming from a private fucking company. That's the only difference. Have our government make our own money. And fuck the national or the global markets. Let them deal with their fucking cash the way they want to deal with it.
Mm-hmm. Check. Good point.
And do away with coins. It takes more money to make a penny than when a
What's
penny's
up with
worth.
this? Y'all heard about this stuff called Bitcoin? What's up with that?
I ain't even getting
It's
into
a
it.
crypto scam.
Yeah, that's what I kind of figured out.
It's just
Yeah,
somebody
too.
saying, hey, this is valuable.
Right.
You know, it's valuable. It's like
You can't
me
do
using
nothing.
this sword. This sword's worth $20, I think. And then you're like, yeah, it is. And you buy it. Okay, and then he buys it for 40. And I'm like, no, it's worth 60. And then I'll buy it. And then you buy it for 80. And then he buys it for 120. Well, we're going to keep doing it. And the other fool, oh my God, this sword's worth, okay, I'll buy it. And then it goes up and up. And then we're like, okay, let's just cash out this motherfucker.
Yep.
And then this motherfucker, this is $1 million sword we buy it. Okay, now who wants to buy it? $1 million. Who wants $1.5 million? Crickets. You're holding a fucking sword that's worth, nothing.
Yeah,
Bitcoin.
You know, Bitcoins, you don't even get anything in your hand once it dissolves. There's no, what is a Bitcoin? It's a
I never even seen
cryptocurrency.
a bit. I never
It's
seen
not.
a bit.
You won't
Yeah.
ever see a bit unless you're a computer script.
You can play with them games if you want to. Your ass gonna be in some trouble.
Look, a lot of these people, a lot of these financial people are just like these meth cooks, all right? They didn't graduate high school. These people did not graduate business school. They don't really understand business on a truly fundamental level. So taking business advice from that individual is like taking chemistry instruction from a meth cook. Well, you just take a little bit of this here and put some of this and grab a little bit of that and then watch this explosion and your nose melt off and, you know, now you got some shit. You know, no. You know?
Yeah, man. It's like, I mean, that's what it is.
Look,
I mean, basically, I don't.
here in rural America, there's a sickness. There's two sickness. One, there's a lot of pain. A lot of pain. Both physical and psychological. There's a lot of
Yes.
poor white and black and brown and yellow and red rural Americans work their fucking asses off. And when I mean work their asses off, I mean they work some very physically intense jobs that leaves them broken, psychologically scarred, and physically disabled at the end of their little fucking career.
It's still like it's still industrial slavery.
Of course.
It is.
Like they don't need us
Look,
for,
you
the,
don't-
for the
hey,
financial
You
agenda.
better remember,
'cause
you
we
don't
built.
have New Life. You don't have Larry Rice anymore in the city. You go homeless, your ass is just starving.
But Fox News from St. Louis ain't gonna come down here and film this stuff.
Mm.
They ain't gonna take a trip down past Pelosi or Potosi going down that way and see all the.
Why? They don't.
They're
If they want to see a
shooting
ghetto, they just go right out their studio and make a right.
Yeah.
You know, see some broke motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Right.
We gotta go that far. And this is what we're talking about, man. And
But that
it's
shit
sad.
should be shown though, because it don't be shown.
There's
And
homeless people right here in this town.
Yep.
You know,
I see them all the time.
I was talking to the guy that worked down the railroad there. He's a young guy, unsavory little fucker. He said he gave a chick $15 and she sucked his dick right there behind the Arlington Hotel there in the alley. $15. $15. And gobbled the goo and all. I'm like, that's just disgusting, you know? It used to be 20 when I was a kid. It's like even that shit went down. You know?
Hey, you know, it's the economy is bad for everybody.
You know? And then what you gotta do? Take that $15 and run over there to Express Mart and get a pint of whiskey, maybe
And
a pack of
soda.
cigs.
And
Yeah,
soda.
so to wash that jizz
Yeah.
down.
You know, soda,
Yeah.
that's $15 gone right there once you get.
It's
Right.
sad. It's
Yeah.
sad. It's what I'm saying.
Cigarettes, you know, cigarettes, a bottle of Old Crow, and and a soda.
And
That's
the
$15 right there.
And then walk her little trifling ass on. I mean, I guess if she serviced 4 or 5 of those guys from the railroad yard there, she'll make a little money.
Oh, she probably is.
You know, I mean, $15 you almost have to,
He
man.
probably went there before work and after.
Well, for a discount like that.
You know, I got $30 to get one in the morning and in the evening. Shit. That'd be good. Motherfucker, shit.
1 in the morning and 1 in the
You
evening.
know what? Shit.
That's just,
Where you gonna go home to? An old lady that's
Uh-oh.
bitching. Ain't
somebody
Raise her out.
OD'd. Somebody OD'd on heroin. Yeah, there's a lot of sirens around here.
well, I can say the opioids is readily available in rural America.
Unfortunately, because we control Afghanistan.
Right, I mean,
Yeah.
it's readily available. When you want opioids, you can get it.
You can get heroin quicker than you can get a job.
Fuck yeah.
That's fucked up
Yeah.
to say. You can get heroin quicker than you can get a job.
Fuck you
You
right.
know, listen,
Hell
guys,
yeah, man.
we gotta get back to making your own wealth. You gotta get back to making a system that works for you, and you gotta find something that society
In order to
needs.
do that shit, we got a fucking needle in your arm. You sleep at the fucking stoplight.
Oh God,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? With 2 kids in the back of the fucking car.
Right.
Holy shit.
Oh, they just going to Subway
Yeah, I hope
for their
so.
clothes.
And you know what? I want to be a sponsor of Subway. You know, unlike Jared, we won't be fucking stupid shit. I want
won't
to
be messing
endorse
with
the
the
pizza
kids.
sub from
Now,
Subway.
their mama might be a different story. Oh, I told you bitches I was in the movie tonight.
You know,
Oh, you
but
know
this is
what I'm
what makes America great. You know, I
Yeah.
mean, even
Again.
though fucking yeah. You know, even though fucking you know, I'm out here freezing like 28 degrees out here or whatever. You know, because I'm dedicated to this program, and I believe in what we're trying to accomplish here, man. And I've seen the results. You know, going to the PO box, getting the letters with the little gift packages and goodies in it. And you know, I want to showcase the ring. Thank you, Gary. This is the last bit of your contribution to the show. Spent up.
Kelly from Wilmington, Delaware. The muffins were great.
Thank you. Of course, I only had one, but thank you.
Hey, you look at sharing them.
You know. Hey, we gotta race each other to the post office box. Whoever gets there gets what's there.
Right.
And it's a race. It's a race.
So what do y'all think about a person that holds the highest office in the land? This person, all he does is tweet. He don't really.
I think it's
I
fucking
don't even think
awesome.
he's tweeting. I think he has a goon to do that.
Yeah. I know. I would.
You know, one
Hey,
thing
tweet
I don't
this.
like. One thing I don't like is having a first lady that cannot speak proper English, and no one addresses that. You know,
So has anybody checked her passport? See if she's registered?
well, I'm sure she's fucking sucking his dick, so she got
That should
her
be probably
ticket
good
in.
enough. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good enough. She's sucking the orange. Fucking the pulp out of the orange. but you know, that's what it is. I mean, is she good looking? If you like the little like an Asian,
I would say I've seen worse, you know.
well, yeah, Barbara Bush. Oh, did I say that out loud? Oh, shit.
Michelle did have that donkey on the back.
Michelle, I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Michelle was a good looking woman.
Yeah.
Michelle Obama was a good looking woman. I'm not give a fuck. Oh, she looks a goddamn man. You're just a stupid fucking sick fucking blind fuck.
Well, they always try to demonize black women anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just wish
Especially,
she
you
would have
know,
wore her hair natural just one time. Just
throw it
nappy and
up.
natural and just the beauty of it and show how strong that shit is. But no, that's cool. You know, do what you gotta do. You know?
No. I mean, I don't know. I mean, you could wear it natural and the shit not be like kinky and shit. You know, she had her mama that like they ain't had no prayer. You know, they had one of them hot. Them iron you put on.
No, I mean, I'm just saying. No, hold on.
Press that shit
Now,
out.
we can have white cats going all through the 90s. Just get up out the bedhead shit where they just look like they just got out of bed. It's all cool. Ain't nobody tripping. But you show up to the job site with a little nap, and everyone else, you know, your hair is nappy and everyone else is unhappy. You know, that's discrimination, man. You know, this hair, shit,
Appearance is everything.
A motherfucking sniper needs a gunny sack. I can put twigs and shit and you won't even see me. I'm like looking at you, it look like a goddamn fire up in this motherfucker. And I don't need no special nothing.
Well, I don't know, man. I like a woman that keep her hair looking nice.
So then obviously you have to go for a shaved chick, because you black chick, she gonna have a nappy pussy hair because chicks don't relax.
I ain't say the pussy gotta be fucking permed out or something like that.
I mean, you know, hey,
this
this ain't soccer. Get some soul glow, bro. You know, no, I mean, come on, man. You know, I don't want to need no wet spot every place you sit. But I'm just
Put it
saying,
this way, I want that shit nappier than mine, and I got nappy hair.
I got shit that breaks pics.
You know?
I don't give a fuck.
So it's like,
You know.
I mean, you can throw it out and it can still be soft.
I
and
can't do
shit.
no fro. My shit's just too tight.
Oh
You
no!
know,
Mine look like if you get on the ladder, look down like a
I look
bunch
like
of men
Goku
doing this
shit.
shit. And I'm like a boy, like a
No.
fucking maid. You drive a little cart through that motherfucker. It would be tight, boy.
But the reason why our hair is like that, so when we were running through the jungle, shit wasn't getting caught up in it. You can't have that flowing bullshit. You be wrapped up on a fucking
Shit, my
stump.
motherfucking hair was going. They was swiping bark and shit. Come on.
But you know, the
Shit.
beautiful thing about this here, man, is that if we take this moment in time, that we're all breathing and living and strong, man, we can change this whole fucking world. We can make it into what we want to have.
You know what that wistful fucking thing?
I know, I'm an optimist at heart, but, you know,
I don't know. I'm just in the mood to kick some ass.
there ain't no ass to kick. I mean,
Oh, it's some ass to
you
kick.
can fight all those goons, but it's like the Predator. It's like not the Predator, but the Matrix. So many Agent Smiths, you're like, fuck, I just gotta fly out this motherfucker. You know, I
They're
mean,
like roaches.
yeah, there's too many. You know, I mean,
What's always, you know,
the
I
goons.
don't mind getting down there. I get down in the gut every once in a while. I think it's kind of fun. I used to get.
I think we
kicked
should
out of
have
shit.
public arenas. So instead of having small claims court, this motherfucker got me on a chicken.
Yeah,
farm.
just public,
And fight it out.
like fight rings just in the middle of town. And
Yeah,
shit. You
so
know,
everybody
have
can
this
see.
dude, you know.
Now it's that opportunity for a big bad bully to be like, man, call a motherfucker out.
Yeah, but that'd be the first one to get their ass whooped. That'd be the first ones to get their ass whooped.
Yeah, I'd be like, shit, I don't want no more of that,
You be the
man.
first
That shit
one.
ain't fake.
Be the first ones to get their ass. I'm finna go on and whoop his ass.
It'd be called
You
mutual
have
combat.
You have motherfuckers fighting against each other to get to go whoop that motherfucker's ass. As I whoop your ass, I'm gonna go whoop his ass.
Big
You know?
motherfucker.
You know, most of them motherfuckers a bunch of cowards in the goddamn
Well,
way.
because a lot of this deal that we're dealing with, because we're not in the know, we don't really understand the ultimate goal. Well, I mean, now it's becoming obvious of a lot of the elites. And the ultimate goal is to maintain control at all costs and keep us in prison on this planet jumping through their little hoops.
Yep.
That's all it is. You know, like I was telling you earlier before we got sidetracked, let a big ass mothership come down. Look, fuck these governments, y'all can come over here, and when we take different plans, you can do your thing and live your life the way you want. Man, Earth will be a vacant ghost town.
I guarantee you.
It'll be just the politicians and their goons like, we can't leave.
They're gonna be the first ones running. They're gonna see, like on them cartoons, a cloud of fucking dust. You know?
There has been a lot of sightings of UFOs lately.
Yeah, even the Pentagon released a incident where a Navy jet came in contact with an object that was flying and behaving very unorthodox, to say the least.
I bet it was.
You know, listen, man, people, below our feet is a civilization cracking that is way beyond what you could even imagine. We're just up here, basically, so when someone does come through that could be more powerful to fuck with them, they'll eradicate us, and once we're all dead, okay, Earth is dead and going about their business, and these motherfuckers still kicking.
Like I said, when shit kick off, the motherfuckers in their bubbles and all that shit gonna be the first one swooped on up, you know.
Well, when shit kicked off in 1929, when Germany was like, fuck these goddamn Jews, we're fucking having a fucking fire sale, and they the logs. That's what's gonna crack off, man.
Mm-hmm.
And it ain't gonna be targeted at the fucking Mexican. It's not gonna be targeted at the fucking Asian. It's gonna be targeted at the descendants of slaves without a homeland, without power,
This is our
without economic
homeland.
fucking presence in America.
This is our homeland. It's just sad that, you know, a lot of people.
Look,
that,
I claim this
sure-
motherfucking planet as my homeland. From fucking Antarctica all the way to fucking the North Pole. All the way around this bitch. This is my homeland. I'm not going to be resorted to some little bullshit fucking country that some motherfucker who didn't even understand the fucking reality of the universe. Oh, these are laws that should go for in perpetuity. You motherfucking ass clowns. You know, they can barely get the shit together. You know, how are we going to say, like, we are all free and we are all men? Okay, bitch, now, well, you can't vote. And you, Leroy, get out there and pick my cotton. Now, but we all free. You know, what kind of hypocritical bullshit is that? You know? That's what we're talking about. And that's what we're up against.
All I'm saying is, my ancestors built this. The economic foundation of this country is built on the backs of my ancestors. This is my homeland.
And I think some people can't tell the difference between liberty and freedom.
Right. Freedom is
We ain't got freedom here. Because if we had freedom, I wouldn't be getting a bill from Ameren.
No, you had freedom.
You know,
You wouldn't have no bill at all.
No,
It's
I wouldn't be getting a bill from Spire. You know, to keep the lights and the fucking the heat on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? My house would be already making that shit itself.
Mm-hmm.
Or we would have towers pushing out energy.
But
so
you know,
that
we
the
got to
devices
make sure
work.
we got to make sure that the Walton family get their tax breaks because they work.
We got to make sure that the people who are installing our political leadership gets paid. Look,
I want to get paid too.
but you're not part of the club,
Oh.
so you can throw that out the fucking window now.
Oh, great.
You know, you're lucky you ain't fucking like 30 years younger because the next bill that be towing, you know, be for you. That's what these people want. If they cannot use you, they cannot grind you and manipulate you. You're of no use.
Yeah, that's
You're of
true.
no use. So, you know, that's where we're at, man. And everybody here who's, you know, point the finger at, other institutions so evil and shit, you need to look at your own little organization. See their little backstory. Understand where you really come from. Understand your fucking roots. And then you might understand why things are getting so fucked up.
We ain't talking about the roots with Kunta Kinte.
And which was a bullshit story. that it later turned out to be plagiarized bullshit. He didn't write that shit.
So what do you guys think about the situation in Libya?
Sad as all situations where we go in to so-called liberate people.
Well,
I don't think we liberate them from their resources.
Yeah, when you go against that petrodollar, that
Yeah.
means you need some freedom, and you gonna get it.
Yeah, you get freedom. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
One bomb at a time. We're going to liberate your ass.
It's nothing like a predator drone coming through bombing an innocent person.
Because of that, listen, petrodollar, you like eating good food, right, brother?
Mm-hmm.
You like being able to roll down the street and gasoline at a reasonable price, right, bro?
What you consider a reasonable price?
Well, whatever price we got cracking now.
That ain't reasonable
Sure.
to me.
I mean, I'm just
remember
saying.
when it was
about that
69 cents a
petrodollar,
gallon.
Right.
that shit would be even more.
You
About that petrodollar, listen, now we can say what we will, but because we already are tied into this global situation, we lose a petrodollar, we lose everything. America.
Fuck, I didn't know we had nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we don't. We don't.
Well,
But we
1%
won't.
of the
We'll have
population-
negative, double plus zero negative, if that petrodollar fall. Because that means the loans will be called in. And that means the goons will be dispersed to take in the gold, take in whatever you may have, and send it up for the fucking.
Well, that's cool. Then you just get the shit over with, and just go and get it over with in the first place, because it's coming.
It's kind of crazy too how Saudi Arabia has given United States, a lot of money, close to maybe a few $1 trillion.
Yeah, because they want some weapons and shit.
You
We'll
know.
get their oil, and they can go buy them.
Well,
They said if they pull those loans out, then they own 15 to 16% of America's economy.
Saudi Arabia pull them loans out, they gonna get some freedom too.
You gotta understand, man.
They will burn this motherfucker down before somebody
Yeah.
else conquer this motherfucker.
These motherfuckers with the nukes is that dead man switch. It's like, okay, shit, our little
Shit.
bullshit's over. Well, it's been good serving.
Saudi
with you. It's
Arabia
been
is
an honor,
never
sir.
gonna call in that debt.
And they'll
They
fucking
gonna-
launch every nuke. They'll
So
fucking.
do you guys think that we will see nuke?
Battlefield nukes, yeah, probably so.
Oh,
we'll
no,
probably
we'll
see it.
see. We're gonna see the real deal.
I think we'll see Battlefield nukes. I don't know about like total. I could be
There has
wrong,
never been-
but
And listen to me clearly.
Yeah,
there has
Battlefield
never
nukes,
been
for sure.
a mass weapon developed by any society that in the end was not used. Never in the history
we already
of the world.
used fucking nukes, so I mean,
Well, so there's been precedent. And what country used nukes in an aggressive manner?
United
course.
States.
United States.
Only country in the world. But we run around here saying what? You can't have nukes. You can't have nukes. You can't. We scared. In the United States, it's like the damn cop. When it comes to brown countries, we scared. We blow the fuck up out of you. When it comes to non-brown countries, well, we can talk it out. You know, because you know they ain't so quick to send in troops to Korea. And don't forget the propaganda here. At night,
That's
it's
where
a
you
third
probably gonna
world.
see them battlefield nukes displayed, either there or Iran. Probably Iran first.
Well, I'm just saying, it could be Russia. All that needs to happen, like my buddy told me, Kim Jong-il, it figures this one out. You know what? I don't need to fucking build no massive fucking arsenal. All I need is 6 to 8 nuclear missiles. Fire them into Russia.
He already, if he got anything,
Let
he's
them
already
blow
got
up.
enough to cause chaos.
No, this ain't gonna cause chaos. This is the game ender. He'll
He
shoot
already
those
got enough.
8 missiles into Russia. They'll detonate. Russia's automated system will detect the nuclear missiles detonation. It will send the auto response that will launch missiles every fucking where from Russia's arsenals, not North Korea's.
Right.
And think about it. How many missiles do you think North Korea is being targeted with for real right now? For real. Not very many.
Probably I'll say 5 at the moment.
You know, I mean,
3
shit.
of them probably
Yeah.
are duds.
I mean, so when our response comes back, be like, fuck Russia's attack. Fuck North Korea. We got to take out Korea or else they'll take over the world. That's all he has to do. Let the two big boys fucking fight it out. By socking your friend fucking socks your enemy. It's classic.
If they want to
dude.
scrap, then go and get it over with.
Classic.
At the end of the day, they want to display those battlefield nukes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at the end of the day.
And that's for all the people that ain't Starship Troopers when they had the little nuclear
Yeah.
grenades. That shit's real.
Where they shot it. It just,
Dude,
Just
think
like
that,
little grenades.
I
That
think
shit's
that
real.
North Korea, they want it with us.
well, we never. That's been one war that has never really truly come to an end.
No.
Right.
You know.
But it was a different story when the United States was, you know, saying fighting
Man, they
China
gonna-
back in during the Korean War.
Well, yeah.
That- I mean, if conventionally, I don't even see that war even being fought conventionally. They're gonna need a million, at a minimum, a million ground forces on an invasion alone to take that country. Just to even establish a be here, they're gonna.
And you
a
think
beach
Russia
that-
and China should go, okay, just fuck
Fuck
our...
no! You think that do you honestly really think China's gonna let the United States unify a Korea?
China's already... I'm telling you right now, China's preparing for war right now.
They've been preparing for war for 10 years. For 10 years. It's no way China's gonna let the United States you tell me we're gonna let the United States invade North Korea because if the United States invade North Korea's gonna be unified.
Mm-hmm.
China's not gonna have fucking 50, 70,000 United States soldiers on their fucking border.
And now you
Fuck
have
no.
Trump is starting his attacks on China again, saying stuff about them and everything like that in the recent news.
That's because Trump don't like Chinese food.
I don't
You
know
know,
what's
like,
wrong
you know-
with that. That General Toshi chicken is fucking good.
Trump don't like brown people for real. He don't.
Trump don't like nobody that's poor. Period.
Well, most brown people are poor, period, because of past fucking economic policies.
If I win, I guarantee you Trump wouldn't have no issue with me if I had resources.
No.
Come on in, Dimebag.
Yeah,
You know?
you're fine, buddy. You're one of us.
You know what?
Mhm.
But since I'm poor, shit, hey, your kind ain't welcome up in here, buddy.
No.
Keep it moving.
No, there's a service entrance in the back.
Yeah. You here to wash dishes, boy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That bullshit.
He probably work in the kitchen.
Like I said, though, you know,
You don't cut the grass. The Mexicans do
and
that.
this is true. A black man can go anywhere in America with a mop bucket in his hand. Well, you have a mop bucket. Oh, Daddy man, he's here to clean.
Yep.
There you go. You're golden. Ah. Oh my God, man.
Man, that's crazy. Shoot. That's what I'm saying, man. It's really real because we was talking earlier about I've had two parents, both survived segregation.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And they were like, you guys got it differently, because it's on a whole new different level. The same principles of the war still fight you up because of color of your skin. They're going to say this about you. They're going to look at you and all that stuff like that. But now, they shooting first and not asking no questions.
No, there's no questions to be asked.
You know what I'm saying?
It's just like the lynching. He had it coming. That's how it's been.
See, I learned, I had a discussion with a friend of mine I've known for 25 years. And we were talking about, how when black people came into this country, I said, bro, there's 40 plus million black people in this country. And when people say, well, if you don't like this country, go back. We can't go back to Africa because we lost our connection with them while we came
They
here.
don't want to serve anyway.
But if they
Yes.
start from within, genocide, you know what I'm saying, mass incarceration, 86% of Americans' population is incarcerated. You know what I'm saying? And more people die in United States prison than any other country in the world. Or so-called the axis of evil when Bush said that North Korea, Iran, and Iraq were part of the axis of evil. Mm-hmm. More people die in this country for prisons than any other place we're at war at.
China got over 1 billion people, and we got more people in prison than they do.
Mm-hmm.
And they laws way more stricter than ours.
And see, over there, they let you know that they don't like black people.
Yeah.
Like over here, it's more covert. Like
if you
go to emos
No, I'm
over
telling
here
you.
somewhere.
I said this last deal. No group of people in the history of this planet has ever been respected without power and a homeland. We have neither. So of course an Asian dude ain't gonna respect you. Nor is the Arab man. nor is the fucking Africans who are holding on to
But
something.
this is our homeland.
But you know, it's
Now-
crazy, but it's not recognized on paper. It doesn't say that black people are recognized citizens of this country.
It actually says on paper, being a black, you can never be a citizen of this country.
That is true.
Because black and white is a legal definition. It's not a racial identity. So on your damn applications, when it says what race you are, you should be putting down white if you're born here in America.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just some legal, black law legal shit. But, you know, that's too much for most people to digest because they still tripping. Jesus is not white. You know, Santa Claus is white, though.
And he going down chimneys in a country where they got enough guns to give everybody at least 2.
Well, because he's bringing toys
Yeah,
and he doesn't
Sure.
fart in the house.
sure. You can be a fool if you want to. Climb your ass down somebody's chimney and see what happens. I guess.
This time of year,
I guarantee you it ain't gonna be the results you looking for.
I mean, if
It's
he,
like they programmed us to be like them.
of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Of course, because once again, on a spiritual,
They program people to be like
metaphysical
fucking
plane.
slaves and idiots.
they understand who we are. They know who we are, who we really are. And sometimes, you know, they say the best flattery is immolation. Sometimes the best degradation is emulation, because you want to be, you know, oh, I want to be immortal so bad. You know, I dress like you. I start talking like you. I start driving the same whip you drive. And then next thing you know, I basically murder you. And then I invade your home. And you're going, oh, yeah, but I'm not you. You know I'm not you. I know I'm not you. But the rest of the world thinks I'm you.
Now, what about what do you guys think about because most reporters want to know, like, what do you guys think about when reporters come down here and they talk about the Jefferson County judicial system? For some strange reason, they won't allow the reporters inside the courtrooms. And I always figured that Jefferson County was always doing something illegal. As far as, you know, because right now they have an investigation going on the whole county. That's from what I gathered from the
I
information.
mean, whenever you don't let the media in the
There's a
courtroom,
reason.
there's a reason why. Because somebody's gonna get fucked over.
Mm-hmm.
Bigly.
Listen, there's been corruption in these little rural counties. That's neither here nor there.
There's corruption all over this fucking country.
Whenever you have humans, and I'm like, you know, for whatever reason, we determine you to be above everyone else. We're going to give you the power of Judge Dredd. You are the law. Dude, absolute power corrupts that. You'll be the most shitting on motherfucker. Fuck you, kiss the ring. Oh, you don't? You don't want to kiss the ring?
Off with his head.
You know, that's what happens every time. That's why we say we need the right to bear arms so we can defend ourselves from these tyrants, not Al Qaeda. We're trying to save ourselves from fucking these congressmen that wants to butt fuck us. You know what I'm saying?
Right. 'Cause
I mean, if like, and this is what the NRA should have said. If any of those people caught up in these sexual allegations would have had a gun, they would have never been raped. If they only would have had a gun. Oh, you want to touch my tits? Boom, 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 boom. You know, or you're a guy, you know, oh, you want to grab my balls? Boom, 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 boom. You know, you can save your dignity.
Dang, it's crazy too how
Them
all the guys.
motherfuckers had no intentions of saving their dignity. They trying to get put on.
It's kind of crazy how everybody is coming out now.
Oh, yeah.
Like all the people that they're finding like latest was Tavis Smiley.
Yeah.
They talked about him.
Cause they all some
Because
pervs.
he's getting some pussy. You know, hey, you want to get on my show? Oh, let me see what tits you got. You know, and this bitch is, you know, okay. And then he uses them. And like any dog, oh, you ain't no good. I had better pussy. Oh, what? Oh, my God. Okay. I had this little recorder going on, and it shows Travis fucking, you know, finger banging me and then sticking his fucking fingers down my throat. Okay. And then they send that shit off. Next thing you know, Travis like, okay, oh, fuck yeah, I was wrong. I got a problem. I'm a sex addict. Motherfucker, no, your problem is you a dumb motherfucker got caught up on tape.
Yep.
That's the problem.
Right.
All right?
See, they use their position that they hold for sexual pleasure.
Everybody uses their position, what they hold for sexual
But
pleasure.
they ain't got no
man's
game.
or woman's
That's what it is. They ain't
shit
got no
is all about
game.
their
Right.
option.
That's what I'm saying.
They ain't got no game.
like Bill Cosby. Like these
Oh,
guys
he
that
had
got
plenty.
money, but they don't have that swagger. Like
Yeah,
back
they ain't got
during
no
Bill
fucking
Cosby
game.
days, it was Harry Belafonte. That's all the women, they were after him.
Right.
Bill Cosby didn't have no
But he
swag.
did have pills. He had some pills. Here, here's a drink.
That's what I'm saying. These motherfuckers ain't got no
Bill
game.
changed the game with that shit.
I just
The game
knock
was
him
fine.
out.
Bill just got hip to it. Look.
Man, fuck that shit. I want your ass well aware of what I'm knocking out
Look,
the back. You
look,
know?
when you sit here pounding pudding
Yeah.
pops and looking
Shit.
like a fucking black Dumbo with his big ass ears.
But you know, but now
like,
it does change the game as far as relationships between men and women.
It do. It fuck
If
up
you
my
fuck with a
logic.
chick
oh
now-
shit, like
if
if
you
you
fuck with a chick
Yeah.
now, you better have a fucking contract. Here, bitch, sign this before I stick my dick in you. And that bitch
A
better
lot of
sign
these,
that.
a lot of these mofos out here, shit, that fucked up the goddamn game. Them just completely just fucked that shit up.
Yeah.
Because, man, they don't want to see nobody happy. Your happiness, whenever you have joy and positive, that sends out vibrations to the universe.
What,
Well, if you
what-
serve a negative entity, you want people
whenever
to be
you
miserable.
content, whenever you are content with without having companionship, there's a problem with humanity alone.
Well,
whenever
yeah,
you
because
can
you
go
ain't
without
gonna be
content.
fucking nobody to procreate for one.
You know, whenever you feel like companionship is not a big deal, that's a problem for humanity.
But, you
that's
know-
that's males' extinction, and it reeks.
Because you know, like, because most women, you know,
Because we're for one, we're fucking
Social
we're
beings.
social creatures. So when you start having a large segment of that species, it's
Being a
content.
hermit.
Yeah, it's content without companionship. You have a problem. That's mass extinction, basically.
Well, that's what's happening in those Nordic countries. That's why their birth rates are so low. Look, like I said, with rich people, you know, a lot of them can't stand each other. Same true as with Caucasian people. A lot of them cannot literally stand each other. You know, their unity has been broken. There's no real camaraderie there.
It wasn't never no camaraderie. It's either you got it or you don't. We'll just use your dumb ass to fuck with them other motherfuckers over there while we steal all y'all fucking money. They've been doing that shit for hundreds of fucking years.
And people finally getting hip to it. You know, they finally get hip to it. But the thing about it is it's too late, kids. Game time's been over for a hot minute. You know, the reason why all this stuff's coming out now is because the master plan's in such a progression now. Whether you know about this move or that move, it ain't gonna change the overall direction of
Nah.
this thing.
No,
Come on, wake up.
All they do is like, let's herd
Or,
these
better yet,
motherfuckers
just go
right
back
on
to
to that
sleep.
fucking inferno.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, you dumb motherfucker. Oprah, get your ass out there and get it done, bitch.
You know, Oprah
You know?
Winfrey. You know, Oprah Winfrey is sad. I wish that Wendy Williams would have been Oprah Winfrey, because at least Wendy Williams seems like she has enough fire in her to actually implement some real change.
Wendy Williams over there cooling her goddamn self.
Well, she's a freak. You know, she's a lesbian. She eats pussy. But, you know, that's,
So?
you know, I mean.
What that got to do with helping her people?
You know, I mean,
yeah.
well, when you're too busy wanting to help yourself to some clit, you don't got time to help people on the bricks.
You figure you help
know?
your people while you get more click.
No, because most those people ain't getting down like that.
Oh, Wendy don't get that show if she help her own people.
You know, she wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? But at least her attitude, you can see some fire. Like you said, she does coon a little bit. You know, quite a bit actually. But you can see there's potential there. If she could just come to the dark
Potentially
side.
to fucking cut the throats of more black folks.
Well, yeah, she did. Well, Judge Joe Brown checked her monkey ass when she tried to bring out some sexual allegations, and he broke it down like, look at this bitch, you know, you taking your man, you guys are swinger, you know, he's
Right.
watching you fuck this bitch and shit. She's like, you know, so she's not a moral person. You know, she had 4 or 5
Because she wouldn't be on if
abortions
she
and
was.
shit. You know what
She
I mean?
wouldn't be no Wendy Williams show if she had morals. She ain't got no fucking. The majority of the people in this country don't have no goddamn
grab
morals.
their daughters up and drag them down. Oh, look, Wendy Williams signed my daughter's book and show her what a strong black woman could do, blah, blah, blah.
Wendy
Any
Williams is an
woman-
example of a fucking weak black woman. A
Any
weak woman
woman-
in general.
That kind of goes back to what we were saying in the earlier part of the show, where when us as black people, when we get to a certain standard, we turn our backs on their own.
Because they ain't getting on if they don't turn their back.
Yeah.
You know, you look at all of these people that made millions and millions of dollars off the back, black people that's made millions of dollars off the backs of other black people, and we still ain't got no economic
The
infrastructure
only one
in this
who was
country.
actually
Everybody else does.
The only one who was actually open where you could actually reach him and come was Dick Gregory, but he's dead now. He's gone.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The rest of them there's too many goons. You ain't getting past a gatekeeper to talk to them. All right.
See, I've always had a respect for our brother Dick Gregory because he kept it real. And
Real.
And he stood up against them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, all the
Because we live in a
protests.
country full of fucking cowards.
Because you notice how, like, you know, Reverend Jesse Jackson and
He a
Al
coward
Sharpton
too.
we're not in the power. They're not a part of the power struggle anymore because it's a whole new different generation.
Because they get too much money. Hey, send Jesse down to coal him out. Okay. You know,
And the government is paying the churches to keep them from getting involved in political.
Well,
and
yeah, that's
stuff
part of the
affairs.
FEMA disaster response team.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Like whenever something pops off. Now look, the Lord said we should follow our rulers and honor our rulers. Man, get the fuck out here. Look. Our rulers are corrupt. They're killing babies. They say it's illegal to kill
Al
a baby.
Sharpton look like he be smoking crack.
Well, I think I think he's sick because he done had too much pussy. You know what I'm saying? Look, it's unnatural for a man. I'm gonna tell you some universal shit. For a man to go around here fucking this bitch, this bitch, this bitch, this bitch, this bitch, this bitch. You know, you gotta fuck around and get prostate cancer. You're overusing your shit. That's why it's unnatural. And that's why you're gonna suffer the consequences. Trip, do what I just said, and you're gonna suffer the consequences of doing it. Not only paying child support out the ass, but I'm saying your body will actually reject it because you're living in violation of the universe and what the universe holds for all of us. All right. Now, the bottom line is this here. We need to affect change. But in order to affect change, we have to send out a little bit of energy to affect your mental state of being. Once we affect that, that will compel your physical being to act. And we need more acting. Less fucking, well, things are just going to work out. No, it's not going to work out. This is 1928. I'm telling you, the Nazis are at the fucking door, dude. They're at the fucking door. A couple more years, man. A couple more incidents, and it's on. It's a wrap. Your asses will be down on train stations with drones and robots and nightmarish hell, dude. Nightmarish hell.
Well, those that get an iPhone, I guess they'll think it's cool.
Well, yeah. As long as you have a charger on the train,
Mm-hmm.
you know, you might have one of those hand crank units. You know, someone can.
Oh, they gonna get a choice when they get to that motherfucking
So
level.
it is like, you know, like you were just saying, bro. It is like that. You know what I'm saying? It is a Holocaust.
Waiting to happen.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And like you were saying, as far as, you know, your percentage of when you get pulled over by a police officer.
Yeah, it goes up.
You
Your
know.
chances of dying goes up 27%.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not by, no accident.
Fuck no.
You know. So, you know, I don't really have too much else to say, man.
I don't want to say anything else. You
Well,
got something to say, brother?
Yo, like I said, thank you for the guys for being a part of the show. Oh, also too, make your donations today. Dimebag TV and the other morning show, P.O. Box 133, DeSoto, Missouri 63020. Man, it's a great show. These guys work hard. Also, you can purchase my latest album, Smash 'Em All, available right now. Get at us. It's always a blessing to be a part of the show, man. Real deep conversation. I love it.
right on.
I ain't got shit else to do. I want some chicken.
Man, y'all take care, man.